Welcome to our training session. This is part 4 training session of 7QC tool. In last video we have already discussed about control chat. In this topic we will discuss about second quality control tool for problem solving. So let's discuss about check sheet. What is check sheet? Check sheet is a structured, prepared form for collecting, recording and presenting the relevant data in a simpler manner which helps individual or team for diagnose, solve and prevent problems. It can be used to confirm and record that process steps were done. Next is check sheet. When to use? A check sheet is a simple and effective data collection tool used in various fields, including quality control, process improvement, and data analysis. It is particularly useful when you need to gather data about the frequency or patterns of events, problems, defects, defect locations, or defect causes. To collect data on the frequency or patterns of event, problems, defects, defect locations, defect causes, etc. means check sheets are often used to record and track the occurrence of specific events or issues. For example, in a manufacturing environment, you might use a check sheet to document the number of defective products produced during a shift, the types of defects observed, or the times at which defects occur. This helps identify trends and patterns, facilitating targeted problem solving. To collect data from production process means check sheets are often used to record and track the occurrence of specific events or issues. For example, in a manufacturing environment, you might use a check sheet to document the number of defective products produced during a shift, the types of defects observed, or the times at which defects occur. This helps identify trends and patterns, facilitating targeted problem solving. To collect data while observing a process. Check sheets are beneficial when you need to gather data by observing a process or system. For example, in a healthcare setting, nurses or doctors can use check sheets to document patient symptoms, medication administration times, or the occurrence of adverse events. This real-time data collection allows for better patient care and helps identify areas for improvement in healthcare processes. To standardize a long list of action. Check sheets can also be used to standardize and organize a long list of actions or tasks. In fields like project management, you can create a check sheet to track project milestones, deadlines, and the completion of specific project activities. This ensures that all necessary tasks are addressed and helps project teams stay on track. In all of these situations, the key advantage of a check sheet is its simplicity and structured format. It allows for the systematic collection of data, which can be later analyzed to identify trends, make informed decisions, and drive continuous improvement. By using a check sheet, you ensure that data is recorded consistently and in a format that is easy to understand, making it a valuable tool in quality control and process optimization. Next is type of check sheet. Process performance check sheet. A process performance check sheet is used to collect data related to the performance of a specific process or system. This type of check sheet is valuable for monitoring and improving the efficiency, effectiveness, and reliability of a process. It typically includes categories or criteria that assess the process's key performance indicators, KPIs, such as cycle time, production speed, error rates, or any other relevant metrics. By consistently recording data on these indicators, you can identify trends, variations, and areas where process improvements are needed. Defect item check sheet. A defect item check sheet is employed to document information about the specific items or products that exhibit defects or quality issues. It is useful in quality control and manufacturing environments to track the types and frequency of defects in the manufactured items. Each time a defect is observed, data is recorded on the check sheet, including the item's identification, the nature of the defect, and the date and time of detection. This data helps in identifying which items are most prone to defects and which types of defects are most common. Defect Location Check Sheet. A defect location check sheet is focused on recording the locations where defects or issues occur in a product, system, or process. This type of check sheet is often used in manufacturing and maintenance contexts. It allows you to pinpoint where defects are concentrated within a product or system. By tracking this information, you can prioritize corrective actions, optimize inspections, and enhance product design or maintenance procedures to reduce defects in specific locations. Defect Cause Check Sheet. A defect cause check sheet is designed to identify and record the root causes of defects or problems. It helps in understanding why defects are occurring. This type of check sheet typically includes categories related to potential causes, such as equipment malfunctions, human errors, material issues, or process deviations. By systematically documenting the causes of defects, you can analyze the data and focus on addressing the underlying issues, thereby reducing the occurrence of defects. Task Confirmation Check Sheet. A task confirmation check sheet is used to ensure that a set of predefined tasks or actions have been completed and verified. It is often employed in project management, quality assurance, and service industries. Each task on the list is marked as completed when it has been verified to meet the required standards or criteria. This check sheet serves as a tool for quality control and process validation, ensuring that essential tasks are consistently performed and validated. Next is Steps in making check sheet. Establish what information is needed. Establish operational definition for the data to be collected. Determine 5W and 2H of check sheet. Construct the check sheet. Test the check sheet for a short trial period. Each time an observation occurs, record it on check sheet. We can say, while making check sheets, decide what will be observed. Develop operational definition. Think how data is received and how it will be analyzed later. Decide data collection time period and frequency. Design the form, make it simple so that data can be recorded simply by making check marks, tally marks, XS or similar symbols. Label all spaces on the form. Test the check sheet for a short trial period to ensure Next is, what is 5W2H principle for check sheet? During making of check sheet, we have to think about why is the data needed. Data is required to understand, monitor, and improve processes, make informed decisions, identify problems, and track performance. The specific purpose could be quality control, process optimization, compliance monitoring, or any other objective. What type of check sheet should be used? The type of check sheet used should align with the data collection purpose. Common types include tally sheets, defect checklists, frequency checklists, and location checklists. Choose a format that best captures the information you need. Where should the data should be collected from? Such as from plant or machine or place. Data should be collected from the source or location that is most relevant to your objective. It could be at the plant level, machine level, or specific places within the facility. The choice depends on what aspect of the process you want to monitor or improve. Who has to collect data? Whether operator or supervisor or manager will collect. The responsibility for data collection depends on the complexity of the task and the available resources. Operators, supervisors, or managers can all collect data, but it's important to ensure that those collecting data are trained and understand the importance of accurate data collection. When will the data be collected? That means frequency of data collection. The frequency of data collection depends on the process and the specific objectives. It can be continuous, real-time, periodic, daily, weekly, monthly, event-driven when specific conditions are met, or any other schedule that suits the purpose. How data should be measured? Measurement methods should be consistent with the type of data you are collecting. For some data, direct measurement with instruments may be necessary, while for others, visual inspection or counting may suffice. Ensure that measurement methods are accurate and reproducible. How much data is essential? The amount of data needed depends on the statistical significance required for your analysis. In some cases, a small sample may be sufficient, while in others, a large dataset may be necessary to draw meaningful conclusions. You should define your sample size based on statistical considerations. Data collection processes should be well documented, and the collected data should be stored and analyzed appropriately to derive meaningful insights and support decision-making. Next is construction of check sheet. A check sheet is a simple and effective tool used in various fields, such as quality control, data collection, and problem solving. It serves as a structured form for collecting and organizing data systematically. Check sheet broadly have three types of information. Title of check sheet. The title of the check sheet provides a brief description of the purpose or topic of the data collection. It helps users quickly identify the context of the data being collected. For example, if you are using a check sheet to track defects in a manufacturing process, the title might be Defect Tracking Check Sheet. Source information. Name of the project problem theme. This section specifies the project or problem theme for which the check sheet is being used. It offers context and clarity, ensuring that the data collected is relevant to the specific project or issue. Name of the project or problem theme. This field specifies the overarching project or problem that the data collection is related to. For instance, if you are collecting data to address quality issues in a manufacturing plant, the project or problem theme could be Quality Improvement Project. Location of data collection. The location where data is being collected is crucial information. It helps in understanding where the data is originating from, which can be vital in identifying patterns or issues related to specific locations. Time. Recording the time or date of data collection is essential for tracking when the data was gathered. It can be valuable for identifying trends, correlations, or time-based variations in the data. Name of the person recording data. This field captures the identity of the individual responsible for collecting the data. It ensures accountability and enables further inquiries or clarifications if needed. Content information. Column for defect event name. This section provides a space to record the specific names or descriptions of defects, events, or occurrences being observed. This could be related to product defects, process issues, or any other relevant data points. Column to record frequency. This column is used to tally or record the frequency of each defect or event. For each instance of the defect or event, a mark or count is made in this column. This information allows you to see which issues are occurring most frequently. Column to record total. The total column is typically used to sum up the frequencies recorded in the previous column. It provides an overall count of the defects or events observed during the data collection process. The check sheet is a practical tool for data collection and analysis, making it easier to spot trends, patterns, or areas of concern. The structure of the check sheet, with title, source, and content information, ensures that the data collected is relevant, accurate, and organized for further analysis or decision-making. Depending on the context and purpose, additional information or columns may be added to the check sheet to capture specific details relevant to the project or issue at hand. Next is test the check sheet. Check the check sheet at least with 3 different collectors. Reconfirm that the column is relevant and required. Next is use the check sheet. Explain the check sheet to the data collector. Begin by introducing the data collector to the check sheet and its significance. Explain that a check sheet is a structured form designed to systematically collect data related to a specific project, problem, or process. Ensure that the data collector understands the reason for which data is being collected. Provide the data collector with thorough training on how to use the check sheet. Walk them through each section of the check sheet, including the title, source information, and content information, explaining the purpose of each field. Collect data. Guide the data collector through the actual data collection process. Explain where and when the data should be collected, as indicated in the source information section. Standardize its use to ensure the consistency. Standardization is critical for maintaining consistency. Ensure that the data collector understands the importance of using the check sheet in a standardized manner. Establish clear guidelines for how to fill out the check sheet. This includes defining the units of measurement such as per hour, per day, etc., the symbols or marks used for recording frequency, and the format for documenting event names or descriptions. Next, this is a sample check sheet. This type of check sheet is used for inspection or new prototype development. It is user-friendly because inspector or operator has to just tick mark minimum effort to fill the check sheet. First, fill the document number as per your document register. Then put product-related information. Then, as per production critical to quality parameter, take data and fill. Fill necessary data such as date, shift, supervisor name, inspector name as per format. Then verify same with senior team. In this check sheet you will find 3 quality points are found in G. This type of check sheets can be used in PDI. Any revision in this check should also be recorded with date. So, this type of check sheet is used for pattern identification. It is user-friendly because inspector or machine operator has to just tick mark minimum effort to fill the check sheet. As per date sheet 50 is the standard deviation. But actual standard deviation is different, which is 49.8. Is shows data pattern also, mean has shifted towards lower side. 8 values are below lower specification limits. This type of check sheets are used in machine shops, pharmaceutical industries, etc. Next, this type of check sheet is used for finding out the location of problematic area. It is user-friendly because inspector or operator has to just tick mark minimum effort to fill the check sheet. This type of check sheets can be used for paint defects. Next is possible problems with check sheet. Data is not collected on time. This issue can undermine the effectiveness of a check sheet. When data is not collected promptly, it may result in incomplete or inaccurate information. Delays in data collection can make it difficult to identify trends, respond to emerging issues, or make timely decisions. To address this problem, it's essential to emphasize the importance of timely data collection and establish clear guidelines and reminders for data collectors. Check sheet is too complex. If the check sheet is overly complex or difficult to use, it can lead to errors and reluctance among data collectors. Complicated check sheets may include too many fields, unclear instructions, or unnecessary details. To mitigate this problem, it's crucial to design user-friendly check sheets that are simple, intuitive, and focused on collecting essential data. Regular feedback from data collectors can help in refining the check sheet's design. Too much time and efforts are being spent on recording in check sheet. If data collectors find that using the check sheet consumes too much time and effort, they may become less motivated to collect data consistently. It's important to strike a balance between collecting valuable data and not overburdening the collectors. Simplify the data collection process, provide training to improve efficiency, and regularly assess whether the time and effort invested are justified by the insights gained. Different people are using different check sheet for same issue. When multiple versions of check sheets are used by different people for the same problem or project, it can lead to confusion, inconsistent data, and difficulties in aggregating and analyzing the information. This problem often arises due to a lack of standardized processes and communication. To address it, ensure that there is a single, approved check sheet for a particular issue, and provide clear guidelines to all relevant parties. Regularly communicate and update these standards to maintain consistency. To mitigate these problems, organizations should establish clear protocols and standards for check sheet usage, provide adequate training and support to data collectors, and regularly review and refine the check sheets based on user feedback and evolving needs. Effective communication, standardized processes, and continuous improvement efforts can help ensure that check sheets remain a valuable tool for data collection and analysis.